Hello everyone, so in this video I will show you how to make questionnaire surveys using Google Forms in a step-by-step process. So here you see our website, so please have a look on our website. You may find some interesting jobs and vacancies and scholarships, and also check out our blog section, okay, for tips on different research methods, and yeah, for different things. You will have some news and some common problems and data cleaning issues, all these things. So check out our website. So now we move to Google because we plan to make a survey with Google Forms, right? So here I am and on my Google Drive, okay? So yeah, I'm in my Google Drive. I will click here new. I will go to Google Forms here and I'll click it. So I will open a new Google form. Okay. So when I have this one, then so it is always important that you already have prepared the questions for your surveys before you want to put it in a web survey. Okay, which I have done here on my Word file. So I'm planning to do a survey on green product consumption of people. So I have divided my questions into three categories: basic questions, then I have some main questions, and then I have some method bias check questions. Okay. So basic questions are normally screening questions, and the main questions are about the analysis, the main analysis kind of questions. You should I suggest everyone to do it like this, that you write down all your questions in a Word file before you plan to put it in a web survey. Okay, so I have done this here and I will show you how I put them in my Google Forms. And one thing here which is very important for questionnaire survey is that all the questions that I have listed here, all of them I have taken from some previous studies. It is very important that you take the measurement scales from already developed studies, already published studies, because otherwise, for instance here, if I want to measure the attitude of people towards green products, if I just come up with some questions that may not be the perfect ones, or the appropriate ones to measure attitude of people towards green products. So I have taken these three questions and all of them I have taken from previous studies. Okay. So I'm not mentioning the references here, but do it for your study. Please do it and take all the questions from previous studies. Also, like these gender related questions and age categories, all these things, this you should have in more or less all surveys. And also I have taken them, I have checked quite a few studies and I have taken these questions from there based on what people have used. So I have taken it from there as well. So now I will go to Google Form here. I will first give a name to my Google Form. Okay, and I can use Control Alt Tab to switch between my question and to my survey. So when I press Alt Tab, I'm switching. So I'll just click this. This will be the name of my form. Okay. I can update it here. Yeah, it's updated there as well. Normally, you should write a brief description of your survey, why you are doing it, what is the purpose. So you should be clear about the purpose of the survey to your respondent. So you should always write a brief discussion in here, which I'm not going to do now. Okay. Then you come to your first question. So my first question is if my respondent has used green products, if they have purchased any green products in the last month. Okay. And here I already get some suggestions like yes no questions. So I will choose this and choose this. Okay. So here you can see the options available. You can go for a short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkbox, drop down list, okay, linear scale, multiple choice grid, check grid, date and time. Okay. So you can choose the categories of the answers of your questions. But in this case, the best one is multiple choice, which we have already. So yes and no. You can make this question required. So they must answer this to to submit the survey or to move to the next question. Okay. So the next question is about gender, right? Okay, so as I will be doing similar form, similar kind of, I will have categories and multiple choice. I will just click duplicate. Okay, and I'll write gender, and here I have male, female, and I will add others. Okay, I will add others as a category, not like these actually, not. Yeah, I will give it as option others, so they can choose between these three. So as I have copied, as I have duplicated the previous one, you can see here that the requirement, the attributes are same as the previous one. Let's put something here. This study is about, you should write a bit more into detail, okay, why you are doing it and all these things. But yeah, let's go on. So my next question is also same. It's age categories. So I will again go for duplicate. I'll write age. I'll pick the categories from here. Copy, Control C. I'll paste it here. I'll again select this one. Control C. I'll paste it here. Control V. Alt Tab. Move to the next one. And here. Okay. And I have one more. So that's how we can keep putting all the multiple choice kind of questions. Okay. So let me show you maybe something where we should keep one category open for others where people can write. Let's go for country. Okay. So for country, I have this Austria listed here. I have Indonesia here. Then I have Norway. Then I have Sri Lanka. And then I will keep one option as others, so people can write something here. Okay, they can, if some respondents are from a different country than listed here, they can write the names of the country here. Let's now move to the main questions that we would normally ask. Okay, so I will again click duplicate just to create a new box, but I will do the modifications here. So let's say this question is about this one, attitude towards green purchasing, which I put here. And this question, I want to put them like in a I want to put all these three questions in a way where people will have the option to respond in here from a, like just beside the questions in a 1 to 3 scale, 1 to 7 scale. Okay, so for that we will actually need a multiple choice grid. Okay, what is the difference between multiple choice grid and multiple checkbox grid is that here still people can select only one number for a particular question, but here people can choose more than one. Okay, so let's see. If I give it like this, first of all, I should choose. First of all, I should change it from multiple choice to multiple choice grid. Okay. So my rows should be these ones. My questions should be in the row. Okay. My questions should be placed in the row level. And my answers, my choice options should be given here. So let's say if we have 1 to 7, 1 would be strongly disagree, agree, and then strongly agree. Okay. Here I should change to strongly. Here I can add some information for my respondents. Okay. So you do it for the first time, but then life becomes a bit more easier because then you can again use the duplicate button here. Okay, so when you do the duplicate button, I will just change the heading here, and rest of the things remains the same. And I have to change the questions, so the questions will be changed here as well. Okay, Control V. So I copy from my Word file and I just paste it in my survey in the Google form. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, so that's how you can put all your questions. Okay, yeah. Sometimes there could be issues that because we have the same way of responding to same way of responding to each of the questions, it may happen that people adopt a pattern of responding. The respondent adopt a pattern of responding, and that may raise some common method biased issues. And one of the way there is that you kind of one of the way to solve this is that you use some other kind of factors which is not very related with the construct of your main studies, and you collect data on that, and then you can see if the respondents have responded the same way for the same for that questions as well, like which are not very relevant for the main topic of the study. So in this case, maybe we can use life satisfaction related constructs. Okay, and here we can again use these questions that I have listed here. So all these questions I have taken from established previous studies. Okay, so normally for this type of questions, when we have multiple attributes, the best would be to go for a structured equation model, which I will make some videos on, and you will see later. I will make some videos on how to do structural equation model using R, which is free software. So you will see that later in few weeks. I think I will post my videos on that. Okay, so yeah, just add one more here. So yeah, I have the questions ready. So let's say if we had some other questions, okay, where we wanted to allow the respondents to answer multiple points from here, multiple options from here, then we would actually go for this checkbox screen. Okay, so now when people respond for the same question, they can say agree and they can say disagree, which will not make any sense, right? That's why we are using the multiple choice grid, where respondent can select only one answer for each of the questions. But let's say we wanted our respondents to give some short answer. Okay, for instance, name, and then we will give, yeah, they will have this option for short answer where they can write their name. Okay, or like name of university. Okay, let's say again this is still required question. Okay, sometimes in the end of a survey we sometimes ask for some other information than that the respondents may we may ask for, like respondents perceptions about something that we have not covered in the survey, or if the respondents have something else to say, or this kind of things. So we can just create a paragraph for that. We will just change to paragraph, and we will, like, the question will be like, if you have any other comments, please below. Okay, so this could be a long paragraph answer. Okay, sometimes what we can do is we can give some linear scales, okay, for respondents. So we can make it from 1 to 10 even if we want. So yeah, when we use linear scale, we can maybe give something like this, that okay, how do you rate your income level bearing in mind your country context? And we give from 1 to 7, 1 to 10 scale here. You can choose between 7 or 5. And we say that 1 is extremely low and 10 is extremely high. So people can pick any number in between. Okay. What else? We can use drop down for some cases. For instance, um, let's say city. We want to give the respondents a few city options. So we will already give it here drop down. And we'll give like Vienna, Taka. So we can give some options. So the respondents will have only these options to respond to. Okay. So let's have a look how our survey looks like. We will click this option here, preview, to see how it looks like. So this is how it looks. A star means that the respondent have to respond to the questions. And this is how it looks. So you can select here, here. Yeah. So yeah, as you see here, you will have only one option. If we would have gone for checkbox grid, then we could have chosen multiple options here. But now with the multiple choice grid, we cannot. We can select only one for per question. And here you see you can write short answer. Here you can write long answer. Here you can choose between 1 and 10. Okay. And here you have the drop down menu. Here you can choose between the different cities. Okay. But the survey looks pretty plain, right? It's not appealing. So we can increase the outlook of it. To do that, what we can do is we can go here and we can go for, if you want, you can upload some images here. Okay, you can upload some images from your computer. Okay, but other options is you can pick from here. Here we have some themes, so you can pick it from here. Let's say food and dining, as we are talking about green consumption, and maybe this may fit, right? Okay, let's go for this one and select and click OK. So you can also change the background color here, theme color. You can choose the font style for the text. Yeah, but I think the basic one is great. Formal. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay. So we'll close it, and this is how it looks now. Let's see if we refresh here. Let's see how it looks. It looks much better, right? Isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Few more things you would like to do is you will go to settings, and here if you want to collect email address, you will check this. Okay, you can limit to one response, and that will require sign in with Google. So maybe you don't want to select this because some people may not have Google email address. You can check if respondents can edit after submitting, if they can see summary charts or not. These summary charts are really nice things, but if you want your respondents, if you want to allow the respondents to see this, you can tick this. So when they submit it, after that they will have a link where they can click and see the responses by all other respondents. Okay. For presentations, you can show the progress bar, you can shuffle question orders, you can link, you can show them a link to submit another response after they are done. Normally, I add a nice confirmation message here, like thank you for your time and patience in responding to our survey. So I would normally do that, and I'll click save. But here one more option we did not check is the quiz option. So you can make it a quiz and assign points for all the questions. This is useful when you want to make a survey to play in the class. You give the survey to students and they respond and they get points. Okay. Anyway, so that's mostly about it. You can to add a new question normally for like in the end when I'm here. If I want to add a new blank question, I will just click this. Okay. If I want to add a title and description, I will add this. If I want to add a picture in this question, I will add this. I will click here and add a picture here. Okay, if you want to add a video, you can do that as well. You will click here and select the video. You will just click and you can select it from YouTube. Okay, you can choose it. Yeah, you can select it based on the URL. And then you can have different section in your survey. Okay, normally I try to avoid it, because when people see many different sections, what happens with the section is that when you give them sections, they first see one page, one section, and then the next page comes another section, and next page comes another section. So when the respondents see that there are many sections, often they try to not fill the survey. They feel like there are many questions, so they don't proceed with the survey. So that's why I often don't like it, and I try to keep only one section for all the surveys. Maybe I recommend you that. Okay, so now when you are done fulfilling the survey, what you can do, you can send it, you can share it with your respondents, right? So you can send via email. You can just put the email addresses of people. Okay, you can also create a link. You can shorten the link, and then you can copy the link, and this link you can post in your Facebook if you want to collect data using Facebook, or this link you can send via email and via other options to your respondents. You can share the link in Google, in Facebook, in Twitter. You can embed the survey in a website as well. Okay, and if you don't want to collect email address, just uncheck this. Okay, so that's all you can do from here. And when people start to respond to your survey, then you can see some nice statistics here. When you click on the response, and you will see some nice response statistics here. And you can also stop receiving responses. You can turn it on, turn it off. You can export all the responses in CSV format. You can download them, and yeah, you can export it. You can delete all of them. Okay, you can add a new notification email for each of the responses. You can add a destination for the responses. So as this survey, I just made this up, so we don't have any responses here, but I will give you a brief look from another survey of mine, how it looks when people respond to your survey. So this is a survey about electric bus service in Norway, which I have conducted. And here you see I have 322 respondents. So here you will see some basic statistics and how it looks. I see that majority of the people are from the Christian Science City. You can see some like for instance, 44% used bus service less than 5 times, where 39% of my respondents used more than 15 times. We can see the location. When there are some numbers, you can see the distribution of the numbers. Okay. Yeah, so as you see, when you have Likert style questions, that's how it will show for each of the questions that we have. So it's nice, I think. Like for instance, in this case here, we see many have responded neutral. Here, many have responded 6. Okay. Yeah, so that's how it looks. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this, please like the video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. We will try to answer as quickly as possible. Share with your friends and colleagues who wants to learn how to make surveys, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel to support ResearchHUB. Okay, and the best thing about Google Forms is that it's free. It's free of cost. You can create surveys with free of cost, and it's world class. It's fantastic, easy to use. Okay, thank you very much. Follow our Facebook page and follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.